guys, my name is Johnny G, doing another video today about all my favorite shows I used to watch growing up as a kid. And I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you comment below and like and subscribe. So to start this video off, let's talk about all my favorite shows I used to watch. So let's get the first show I want to talk about that I used to watch when I was growing up was Arthur. Everybody watched Arthur when I was going to school because we read the books. We really loved the show. It was about a boy and a sister growing up in a diverse community based on animals, of course. But I love that show. I learned a lot, stealing, sharing, everything from that show I learned a lot from, and I'm glad I had this show growing up because it taught me so much when I was in school and when I started making new friends and making sure that I share with stuff and making sure to always be respectful to my my classmates. So that's one of my favorite shows. The second show that I want to talk about today, which was my favorite show growing up as a kid, was Blue Clues. If you don't remember Blue Clues, it was one of my favorite shows, especially seeing Steve and Blue and Magenta and seeing the mailbox and seeing Salt and Pepper and Paprika and Pail and Bucket. I really loved that show. It taught me so much. I learned so many things from that show, doing arts and crafts, playing, finding things that normally no other people can find, like from a book, or if you're looking for something, you retrace your steps and then you find what you were looking for. So Blue Clues taught me a lot of stuff, so that's one of my favorite shows. Alright, so I know other guys out there love Pokemon as much as I do. This was another show that I grew up with. I used to collect cards. If you knew me in elementary school, you knew I had a huge collection of cards. Ranging from having Pikachu all the way to the evolved form of Charizard. And it was one of my favorite shows. I love the theme song. I still have the theme still stuck in my head. So, yep, that was another great show that I used to watch when I was growing up. Alright, another show that I grew up with was That's So Raven. Oh my god, I really loved this show. It was one of my favorite shows growing up. I learned a lot of things from her, from discrimination and what to do about it. I learned not to steal from that show because of the episodes, the five finger discount. She's still one of my favorite influencers. I look up to her. She's one of my idols. I respect her so much. Everything that she has come out in, I make sure that I watch it. I buy the movie. So that was one of my favorite Disney shows growing up. That's So Raven. So that's one. Alright, another show on Nickelodeon that I used to love and adore so much, and I will crack me up all the time, was Drake and Josh. Oh my god. I have a brother, so this show made me like my brother. Actually, I protected him because of this show. I learned to respect my sister too, since they have his two brothers and a sister. I love Megan's character. Her famous line, which is iconic, is "You boob," which was my favorite line, and I still use it to my brother. So yep. So another show I really loved as growing up as a kid was Hannah Montana. I know what you're gonna say, but that's a girl show. Nope, it was one of my favorite shows. I love Miley Cyrus in this. I grew up watching her. I watched every single episode. I would never miss it. I used to watch the crossover episodes all the time. But she taught me so much how to handle a bully, because like I said in my previous video, I was getting bullied in middle school and high school. So she was one of my outlets that I had available for me. She taught me so much. I look up to Miley. I thank her that she brought this show to us, and yep, that's one of my favorite shows. Another show that I used to love, that I still love, and I love the theme song, and I still jam out to this theme song, is Zoe 101. It's a Nickelodeon show that was around the 2000, 2001. I love Britney Spears' sister, Jermaine Spears. Her character had a lot of issues. She lived on her own. She made friends, but it's hard to live on your own without your family. And I like the episode when they actually brought her brother in to this campus to actually live with her too, so she wouldn't be alone. I still mad because of this episode where she Chase wants to tell her that how he feels, and he writes it in the text message, but her phone got thrown into the water, and we never find out if she ever read it or what she would say if she read it. That still pisses me off, but yeah, that's one of my favorite shows. Alright, so another show that I grew up watching was Victorious. I love this show. It made me love music. I still have all the albums on my phone. I've seen every episode. I did not miss one episode at all. Um, Victoria Justice did justice in this show. Get it? Huh? No pun intended. But I really love this show. It was one of my top favorite shows on Nickelodeon after Zoe 101 and Drake Josh ended. So that says a lot because I don't really like the new Disney Channel, the new Nickelodeon. I like the originals because the originals were way better than this crap that we have now. But yeah, this was my favorite by far. Dan Warp did an amazing job in this show, so he killed. Another show that was on Nickelodeon was that I loved during the time as Victorious was iCarly. Oh my god, this is why I started my my YouTube channel, of course. She inspired me to create my YouTube channel because I want people to love, to see the real me and to know that they're not alone. Like I said, I was being bullied, so this show was another outlet because it taught me to make friends and to make sure to trust them and be careful who to make friends with because not all friends are trustworthy, and I know because I have a lot of experience in that, sadly, but yeah, this was another show that was my favorite growing up. So this show is not from Nickelodeon or Disney Channel, but it was on PBS Kids. And as a kid, I remember waking up every morning to just watch this show. And this show was Dragon Tales. And I know all of you are going to be like, oh, that was my favorite too. And exactly, that was one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid. I loved it. I still remember, I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in the land apart. Oh my god, iconic. But I really love that show. Just talking about all these shows make me happy, and I know in the some previous videos I'm not always happy or I don't show emotion, but this video I love talking about it because it's my favorite stuff to talk about. If I could talk about Disney and Nickelodeon all day to y'all, because this was my favorite two networks on cable that I used to watch. So, yep, this was another, alright, so this next show wasn't on Nick or Disney, it was Channel 11 on Fox, which was my favorite show, because I saw every episode of it, and it is Malcolm in the Middle, and you know, Malcolm in the Middle was number one, and I love everything that had Frankenweenies, because I love Big Fat Liar. So I watched all the episodes. I have a brother, so I related to him 100%. I'm not the middle child, but I am the older child in this family. But Malcolm, learning a lot from Malcolm, being the smart one and making decisions for himself that not normally a person of his age does. And he's so smart. He taught me not to be scared to being smart and also being a badass in school. So Malcolm, Frankie, thank you for bringing this show. It was my favorite, and I appreciate you. Alright, so this next show was on Nickelodeon, and I wish I followed this guy in middle school, but this next show that I want to talk about is Next Disguised School Survival Guide, which was my favorite. I love the characters Cookie, Mosby, and Ned, of course. I love Coconut Head. He was my favorite character by far from that show. Everything had to happen to him. I mean, everything had to happen to him. My favorite line from that show was, "Take a chill pill." Because most people always doing something. She was always doing sports or doing something for school or doing her homework. But she was a badass character and I really love her. So that's another show that I love. Alright, so the next show that I want to talk about was The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which was on Disney Channel, of course. I would not miss any episodes. I even saw the spin-off, which was Sweet Life on Deck. And I love Dylan and Cole Sprouse. They're my favorite actors. And right now, recently, can't wait for Dylan's new movie, as you can see in this little poster right here on this side. But growing up, watching them was the best time of my life. I learned that money doesn't make you happy, and you learn a lot. Like the character Maddie, she's poor and she's trying to like save up for a car or save up for stuff for herself. And then you have London, which she is rich and she can afford all this stuff. And then you have Zach and Cody's mom, which were struggling. So she took the job as a singer for the hotel and she got a free room and she lived there. So yeah, this was another show you could learn a lot from, and I learned so much. And I think this is another show that involves my favorite singer and my favorite actress right now, Selena Gomez, which the show was called The Wizards of Waverly Place, was my favorite. Oh my god, I crack up at every episode, especially the where she's learning Spanish. And don't even get me started when they come home from being in prison for finding out that they're wizards. And they come home and Harper will trapped all the house. And my favorite scene was when um, the mom goes to the cash register, opens the cash register, starts playing with the money, and all of a sudden a mousetrap hits her, and she starts screaming like crazy, and and then it goes to other people. That was the longest laugh I've ever laughed in any scene of any show. So this was another favorite show of mine, and I'm thankful for Disney for bringing it as well. Alright, so this show wasn't when I was around as a kid, but it was around my teenagers years, and I was in high school when this show came out, which was Good Luck Charlie. Oh my god, I loved this show. I really loved it. At first I was skeptical that it was gonna do good, but oh my god. I watched it from the beginning when Charlie was born, and now to when Toby was born, and not to keep you guys, but the ending of that show makes me cry still. And it was my favorite show, and I really love Good Luck Charlie. And yeah. Alright, so I have two. Sorry for the sirens, guys. I don't know what's going on outside, but my favorite show on Disney Channel as well was Sunny with a Chance with Demi Lovato. Oh my god, I love this story. I love how you have a normal girl that lives in a small town, comes to the big city in Hollywood, and makes a to do show based on a video that she did on, which is supposed to be YouTube. But she got this opportunity that I wish I could have, and this show was the best one on Disney Channel as well. And I love this show, and I thank Demi Lovato for being part of it. Alright, so we're down to my last show that I used to watch as growing up as a kid, and which was Life with Derek. If you don't know this show, it was made in Canada, but they brought it in the US in Disney Channel. And I did not miss any episode, and I still watch the episodes because they're available on YouTube. So I'm gonna put the link where you can watch that the whole seasons, all the seasons of Life with Derek down in the link below. So Life with Derek was about two families becoming one. If you watch Blended, you know what I'm talking about. But just to see this family learn to love each other and become one and beyond the odds, and no, they're both you have Casey and her sister, then you have Derek and his brother and little sister, and just seeing them love each other at the end was the best show that I can remember. And I hope they do a reunion special for it because I want to see them come back. And yep, that's the last show that I want to talk about. Alright, so there is my list of my favorite shows I used to watch growing up as a kid, ranging from Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, Channel 11, and I thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you have any more ideas for any videos, make sure you comment below. And please comment which was your favorite show growing up as a kid. I want to know, and I want to know which one was your favorite. And one more thing, I have a little announcement. I'm meeting Isa Twimes. If you don't know who that is, I can show you a little clip from his videos up here. As you can see, this is one of my favorite YouTuber. And I can't wait to meet him on December 9th in the Anaheim at the Yells Theater. So, I'm going to give him the biggest hug ever. And I hope he gets to be in one of my vlogs. I will be excited and ecstatic. And I really love him. He's one of my inspirations. That's why I also made my my YouTube channel. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. And here's my social media if you want to follow me at anything right here. So, thank you, and see you next time. And the next video that I'm going to be doing is about annoying things boyfriends do. We all have annoying things that our significant other does. So, I hope you enjoy, guys.